Enjoy yourself. Hey y'all, what's happening? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of SW Podcast. It is Wednesday, October 12th. We are in full effect of Libra season. And of course, you know, you're going to get them sides because, baby, them Libras do not come to play. You hear me? So we're going to jump into the show. Yeah, I got some guests on today. I got some guests on another podcast team is going to be joining us today. Queen is away today celebrating Libra season with her mother. So she'll be back next week. But for today, we got some podcast guests on, and the some of the people we have on today are the Feelings Ova Facts Podcast with Bryd Nino and Gregory Walker. So we're gonna bring them on in 1 second. Let me go ahead and shout out to the room. What's happening, Joe? How you doing today? Hope you feeling good, looking good, smelling good, eating good, all that good shit. That's what I'm hoping for you, Joe. That's what I'm hoping for you. E, what's up? We know you're a Libra and you definitely gonna rep. You definitely gonna rep, E. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for repping that Libra season. It's always about that. I'm gonna go and turn off my Michael Jackson real quick so I can gotta get Michael turned down a little bit, just a little bit. Now, we are going to be talking about some dominant things today. And the shows today is about deal breakers and things in relationships that can cause you to walk away and just be like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm good. It's not my time. It's your time. Joe said he did take a bath. I know that's right, Joe. Get clean when you sit up here watching this podcast. We could smell you through the camera if you don't. So definitely stay clean. Stay saucy, my friend. So we're gonna go ahead and bring on our guests. I'm gonna bring them in. But first, I want to say that I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of behind the history of the Feelings Ova Facts podcast. It began in 2021, and it's a live broadcast on Facebook. And the cast is set to clarify the differences between men and women, but also allow the notion that we need each other. So their podcast is they talk about a lot of relationship stuff. They talk about the competition between men and women and why. And more so the fact that we don't really need to be competing. We need to be working together. So let's welcome our guests with to the virtual studio. Let me bring them on. What's up, fellas?
What up?
All right. So for the
very nice intro.
Thank you. So for the people who have no idea who is who, let's hear the introductions.
I'm Greg from Tallahassee.
And who else do we have?
I'm Bryd Nino, aka Dr. Real.
Dr. Real.
Dr. Real.
Is that what you call yourself, or is that a name that was given to you before you did the podcast?
My homeboy Reese gave me that name.
Okay.
You know, it's like my dog Maurice.
So you must know some.
He gave me that name.
All right.
Like I said before, I'm like the boss of the homies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men can't articulate their words and their feelings, so you know I represent them boys. You know, say the stuff that they really, really want to say.
So you speaking for the people. You allowing their voices to come through you.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm the boss.
Okay. So Greg, what do you see yourself as with being a part of the podcast? What is your character base?
I try to bring a little commentary thing.
The commentary?
Yeah.
So do you all in the podcast, are you all we're gonna jump into the quote in a minute, but before we do that, I just want to hear a little bit about it. Because I've caught a few of the lives, and most of your podcast is done through Facebook Live, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say because I'm kicked off all the other sites. So that's what I'm doing.
So your platform So your platform is based through Facebook, but do you have any other algorithms that you use to like, or any audios that you use to have a backup so we can go back and hear any of the past shows?
I'm on Anchor. I'm on Anchor also.
Okay, so on Anchor. All right. So we got the Feelings Over Facts podcast on Anchor, as well as most of the shows going Facebook Live.
Right.
All right. So welcome to SW Podcast. Over here, we do things a little bit boombastic. The show is kind of like I'm gonna give you it's speaking from a woman's point of view. However, I'm not a feminist, if you know what that means. Like I'm not up here to glorify women and to make us feel like we are the crown achievers of life, you know, because I'm a Black person who enjoys Black people. So that means that we over here, we stand to push the narrative of togetherness within our culture, and also making sure that people are held accountable for the choices and the decisions they make within our culture. So we speak for the Black woman, but we also speak on behalf of representation for our Black people. So that's what you're gonna get over here. It won't be a one-sided situation where we just be like, oh yeah, that she right, he wrong. No, but right is right and wrong is wrong though. So we're gonna keep it real with you.
That's the platform we have too.
Good. I like to hear that. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the show. And the quote of the day, every day our show starts with a quote. And today is, don't adapt to the energy in the room, influence the energy in the room. And that's author unknown. What do you guys think of the quote? Oh, I see I'm jumping around on my screen.
I totally agree with it. Always be a leader, not a follower.
Okay.
People one leader in the house. One leader, no one leader in a relationship, I'm saying.
What you mean by one leader in the house, Greg?
Because sometimes the female thing, they try to lead you too.
Well, what if she is the leader?
Oh.
You can't lead. You can't lead by only a man can lead, sweetheart.
Oh. So if no man is around, only a man. So if ain't no man in the picture, who leading?
If he ain't around, then of course
You can lead.
So based on this particular topic, I mean quote, when it says don't adapt to the energy in the room, influence the energy in the room, are you saying that can only be done by a male?
It's according to a different situation now. Because some dudes really don't be, they can't be the man in the house. They just don't have it in them.
This is not about being the man of the house. This quote doesn't stipulate a man of the house narrative. It says don't adapt. So example wise, if I walk into a room and there are people in a room already sitting and the energy in the room is terrible, everybody arguing, they're not getting along, but I walk in the room and I could be the person who changes the energy in the room. Does that not make me a person that does not make me a leader?
Yeah, that makes you a leader. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about with this particular quote. Don't adapt to the energy in the room, change the energy in the room. So if it's already a bunch of negativity going on, am I going to walk in and join the negativity, or am I going to walk in and change what's already happening? That's going to determine leadership based on what you coming into and what you bringing. That's what this quote is about. It's not about who leads the house or who don't lead the house.
Now he just used our podcast because we jump off just like that quick.
Like with the
he thought we was on our podcast. Like, all right, he was all right.
No, I don't. His perspective don't change. I don't change the perspective. What he feels, however he feels don't change anything. I'm just saying based on the quote that this particular quote wasn't based on, who leads or who don't lead. It's based on how you can shift the focus on whatever going on around you. That's what we're talking about. So if you got somebody like Bryd in the room and he in there nutting up about something and you don't know what the nutting up is, but do you, instead of trying to get an understanding about what he nutting up, do you join the nutting up or do you try to figure out what's going on? That's what this quote about energy wise.
About 20 years later, I would have joined the nothing up.
And that and I believe that. So therefore there's a
nah, we can't do it like that.
There's a change in the atmosphere. So
you got to calm that down. Yeah.
Yes. So based on history, you could say that it could have been two responses to that. If back in the day, Greg would have came in and been a part of the energy that was circulating in the room. But today, Greg will come in and be like, we changing the energy. We don't like that.
No, we don't like that.
That's good. All right. Well, and so
shout out to all my Libras in the building.
Shout them out. Shout them out. Do your thing.
Not gonna be a birthday today too. Not a black. Happy birthday, boy.
Happy birthday, Naughty. It's a couple people birthdays today. And then we're going into the 13th tomorrow. I got a daughter who turned 18 tomorrow. The 17th, I got a nephew who turned 5 on the 15th. A daughter who turned 19 on the 17th. A nephew who turned 18 on the 21st. It keep going. We got Libras in my family. So
like for real. God.
Yes, my grandmother just had a birthday on the 27th of September. Yeah, my daddy just had a birthday on the 6th. We got Libras over here. So I know about y'all now. y'all something else.
We good.
Definitely good people. So I got an example of something I want to drop, and I want to hear what y'all got to say, because the fellas that pulled up over here to give me a little understanding of Feelings Over Facts. So to get a better understanding of the Feeling Over Fact podcast, what we're gonna do is give y'all a scenario and see where the scenario goes. Okay, so I heard a statement earlier that said, it's never the successful man that says what he wants his woman to bring to the table or what his woman has to have. It's always the man with a little bit of insecurity that feel like he got to state what his woman should come with. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, I can agree and disagree with it at the same time.
Okay. Tell me why.
I mean,
I agree and disagree with that.
Right, yeah,
because see, like a man that's making a lot of money, have a lot of money, he probably take care of everything, so he don't really need nothing from a woman. But at the same time, a man that don't have money, he don't really need a woman either. But at the same time, he might need a little help. You might need a little help around the house or in a relationship that the other man might not need help with. So it'll be different.
So based on the riches and the poor, that's how you see, that's how your perspective is, based on how much money or how much he has or how little he has. Yeah. Is going to determine what he wants from his woman.
A man with no job, what do you think he could really suspect from his woman?
The same thing a man with a job expect.
He ain't gonna feel the same though.
His security ain't got nothing to do with his finances.
Yeah.
That can't, a man is still a man regardless of if he got money or not, right?
Right, you're right.
Yeah, so
right. Every woman don't think like that.
Every woman don't have that view.
Every woman don't think like that though.
But substance makes you who you are, not what you can provide.
So you're right.
If we're talking about a man that is successful based on finances, but he treat people like shit, and we talk about a man that's making it and he treat his woman like the world, which man is a better man?
The one who treat her like the world.
Because she probably treat him like the world too. Yeah. So so basically substance is what makes that man secure or insecure. It's not just his finances, it's what type of man he feel like he is. If I'm only gonna feel secure in the fact that as a woman I got a couple $100 over here and a couple $100 over here, and that don't make me feel that it's secure. But I know I got all my bills paid, everything taken care of, my kids straight, everybody straight. But this woman over here that got everything and dirty, attitude bad, ain't worth a fuck. And but she feels insecure. My security's strong. I'm gonna walk around with my head high. She might walk around with her head high, but that bitch could be knocked over because she ain't secure enough in what she got and who she is.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a different. So I think for me, that particular thing would make you. It'll be based on who you are, what type of security you have up here. Because the reason why that question was brought up, because the man had stated, I want my woman to be able to cook, clean, do all this and all this. Is your house dirty before she come in your life? So you need a maid.
We all want that.
But you can want it, but it still can be something you can provide for yourself. And also it could still be something that y'all take turns doing, or y'all can get in there and do together. It ain't always
that should be done together.
Yeah, I mean, because real substance in a relationship is not about who does the most and who can handle this and who can do this better. Because sometimes the man might be stronger in the kitchen than the woman is, and the woman might know more about the damn cars than a man, only because she was raised by her father or something. You know what I'm saying? So it might be different things that they bring into the table, but if you don't have security within your relationship, it don't matter how much money you got. That each person ain't worth a damn if they ain't got no security within themselves.
Oh, I totally agree.
That's just my take on it, though. That's, I
mean, character is
talking
very
real
important.
now. She's talking real. You talking real. Valid points now, for real.
Yeah, but good characteristics. You gotta be born with that. That's how I feel.
Or definitely taught.
Raised with. Right. You gotta acknowledge it as well, though. You can't, a lot of good people get treated bad because the person didn't acknowledge or appreciate what that person brought to the table.
Exactly. So that's where that security come in, and that substance and that real partnership, because you can't think that we got to get out of that whole fact that a man's supposed to do this and a woman's supposed to do this when they're in a relationship. Because for one, every relationship gonna be different.
I think we supposed to do this.
Exactly. It's supposed to be a we thing. It's supposed to be a we thing.
Like a we thing. We doing this.
What are we doing for?
Or you can have a meeting, and whatever they don't like to do, you know how to do it, and y'all just swap whatever, you know what I'm saying, like chores.
Right.
The girl don't like.
But you're gonna find that out, and that's a good point, Bryd, because you're gonna find that out as you dating that person, what they strengths and weaknesses are,
what they like to do and don't like to do. Yeah, do you just make it easy for them? When everybody do what they want to do, stuff get done. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You don't want to do, it ain't gonna get done, and then you're gonna have conflict.
Feel like a chore.
Right.
I know, and that's I like that. I like that point. That's a key point, what you just said right there. If it's something we want to do, we're gonna do it regardless, without any hesitation.
No hesitation.
It's not gonna feel like a chore. You're doing it because you enjoy doing it, and you're doing it because you know that make that person happy. But say, for instance, you decide that one of those things that they do poorly is a deal breaker for you. There are deal breakers. Are you going to be able to determine that is a deal breaker for you before y'all get super serious? Or you going to wait until y'all get super serious and now you like, I don't want to deal with her no more because she don't know how to do this. She don't do this. She don't do. You knew that shit before y'all went a whole year into the relationship.
We all go into relationships where everybody did it before.
Yeah, the 30
been into a relationship.
The 90 days. After 90 days,
you see the red flags from the beginning, and you still like this person, so you try to look over it, but you end up breaking up with this person years later for those same red flags you see from day one.
That you saw in the front. Yep. So
again, that's like now. Well, man, now in my life, the first 90 days, be serious with me. It'd be more like an interview. Real, because I ain't gonna go I won't have time to wait. It'll be 45 in March.
You turn 45 when you turn 45, Greg?
In March.
In March what?
26.
Oh, you're an Aries. I was going to say, oh, you're a Pisces. Welcome. But
I'm
you're
not gonna
Aries.
do
You're
it.
Aries.
I'm just gonna sit back and wait till I get what I want. If I don't get what I want, and I just die by myself.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. I don't believe in the word settling. I don't believe in that. Especially because, and the reason why, back in the day when I was a little younger, that word probably ain't mean a damn thing to me. But as I've gotten older and I know who I am,
yeah, you know your worth now.
And what I bring to the table and what I bring to anybody's life, I ain't settling for nothing. And I'm not gonna walk over and excuse your red flags. I'm not excusing your red flags. If I see it, it's there, it's done. And that's that.
Yeah,
but I mean, you can't if you start putting a damn napkin over every red flag a person show you, you are going to be in a fucked up situation. Like real fast.
You gotta keep them down for the relationship before you get serious with them. I don't care what you got, I don't care how you look, I don't care about none of that. If the red flag been them 90 days, I'm just gonna stop calling you. Oh God, it's gonna be like that.
But again, those are people that's dealing with somebody for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need a place to stay. Maybe they need a car. You know, maybe they don't. You know, they using them for their money.
Maybe he is taking care of not him or her. Maybe the one person is taking care of the other person. They really just need that right now.
Right, but
and they end up in a relationship.
You can only do that for so long, though. That's why you're gonna end up later on. You know what I'm saying? Breaking up with the person because you was faking it.
And then taking that BS and then taking that baggage from that relationship into something else because you ain't learned how to shake that shit off. And that's huge. That's huge with a lot of.
And they jump right into something else.
Well, but I'm saying they not hold. That's when you don't hold yourself accountable for your bad decision. You made that choice. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, people don't like to deal with their choices. People make choices every single day and turn around and point at somebody else and say it's their fault.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's the way life seems to be working. So deal breakers are boundaries people set for themselves when they know that falling in love can make them do stupid shit. So before I set myself up for failure, I got deal breakers, right? I got things that can stop me from wanting to move further with you. I got things that can make me decide that, you know, I need a break from you. Those are what the common deal breakers are. So we're going to run through some that I found online and we're going to discuss what y'all think, if y'all think these are real deal breakers. I think it's going to vary by person. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's going to have their own opinion of whether or not that should be a deal breaker or not. But because some people like toxic shit too. So they might not feel like that's a deal breaker. They might be like, hell, she could choke me and that be that, you know?
I know some people that like to get mistreated.
Me too. I know people definitely that have been and will stay in relationships even if they're not happy.
You be like, what you doing?
Oh, I'm so glad y'all put the name of y'all podcast up. I was gonna say something, but look, I'm glad y'all did it. I was like, where y'all name at? What'd you say, Greg?
I'm like, what y'all do? We having fun out here. Why be in a miserable relationship though?
I can't do it. I'm not gonna do
it. And people
I can't do it.
They be like, ask me questions like, why you ain't got nobody? I'm like, I ain't gonna settle. I'm straight.
And not for misery.
Yeah, anybody venting to me about their relationship, my answer is gonna be leaving. That's the answer. That's it.
But honestly,
it ain't nothing else to talk about. Unless they got kids, I'll tell them to work it out a little bit.
That ain't no reason either, because ain't no reason either.
Like, it ain't just for the kid. I'm just saying that if you can do it, get along with your baby mama or whatever, and work it out.
Go to counseling. Go to counseling, because what it is half of them don't even know what they damn suffering from, because they done hid their trauma and they traumatic experiences under rugs, trying to cover it up just so they can keep moving on, that they're not facing the stuff that's in their life. A lot of people don't want to face they shit, so they end up just acting like it's everybody else's fault, or it got to be the partner fault. So you bringing all this misery to this man because you got baby daddies that don't do nothing for your kids, and you making this man have to be responsible for everything, and you giving him hell on top of hell beyond that. Like, you gotta deal with yourself. Same thing with women, with men that's in these relationships. They be getting in with the relationship to relationship from a next, because they don't want to go back and sleep on their mama couch. I will sleep on my mama couch.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We say that all the time.
We say it all the time.
Dudes have nowhere to stand. They don't have nowhere to stand.
And they don't have no car. Exactly. They can't go because that's their only option is their mama or grandma house.
Yeah.
And grandma and mama tired.
And now
because they're not doing nothing. That's why. Because the only reason why your family gonna be tired because they know you ain't worth it.
Yeah, he's looking for a mama though. He's looking for a mama. He's not looking for a girl.
He done met you now. He got somewhere to have sex at. Yep. He got somewhere to eat at. He got somewhere to sleep at. He ain't going nowhere.
You know, it's a lot of women. You know, it's a lot of women out there like that now.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Lot. It is like freedom. Men that kind of got themselves together, it be kind of harder for them to find a woman. But dudes that don't be having nothing, they'll move out one house and go straight to another.
But that's why I say it's not to me, it's not that it's hard to find one, it's that it's something there. It's something there that exactly you have made yourself, you don't put a picture in your mind of what it is you want. And it's fine. That's fine. Cool. But you have to, even us, we have to realize that we can find what we need in something that we don't even know is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could be the best thing for us, and we keep closing the door on it.
Right. Yeah. And we talk about that.
Look how we want it to look.
You told me it probably ain't even your type, but you be like, I'm kind of thinking about it though.
It mostly be your friend. It mostly be that close friend.
I kind of like them though. I ain't see my type, but I kind of like it though.
Right. And that's how it be though. Like, even with the men, like half of these long-term relationships that are like stuck together like glue, them people ain't like each other when they first saw each other.
No,
a lot of that stuff.
They say you're supposed to grow in love.
You're exactly. You gotta stop walking into these relations or to dating thinking that it's gonna be love off top. You gotta like
the more feelings you get for a person, they don't be as ugly no more. When you fall in love, they don't be that ugly no more. You like that? I like that ugly. At first it was bad, but once you started liking it for real,
It's all looking cute.
Because your attraction is not supposed to just be physical. If you focus just on the physical attraction, I'm telling you, these relationships will not work because looks fade, baby. Like, looks fade. A lot of us hold on to our youth for a long time, looking along, because I'm one of them people. And I don't know when it's gonna hit me, but at some point, that shit gonna say boom, and then it's gonna be like, Chevy, you 60, But for right now, I'm gonna enjoy my prime.
I just had food to the Dollar General later, and I was 45.
And see, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. While you single, enjoy the hell out yourself.
It's really just learning yourself too. As you know, once you get that, we gotta talk about the deal breakers, y'all. Come on now, let's jump into the I get out.
Hey, look, I told you what happened with it. Hey, I told you what be happening with it.
This for real. We'll barely get through some of our topics. We get caught up on one talking so much. So we're gonna jump through them real quick. It ain't gonna take us long.
Go ahead.
So some of okay, so a deal breaker, abuse in the relationship. What is that a deal breaker?
Hell yeah,
that's a deal breaker.
Hell
for you guys.
Because
even though we know people that fight every single day in their relationship.
Oh yeah. Well, fighting and abuse are two different things. Now, both of y'all getting it, then that means y'all love that.
They still abusing each other.
It's foul. They fighting, but just one person getting beat up. That's a whole nother.
Is it really foul? Is it really foul?
No, it ain't foul because a man should hit a woman. I'm saying,
not even a woman should hit a man either. I ain't talking about
I
that.
was
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying.
I would have said that. I would have said that as
big.
well. They think that we big and they hit us, it don't hurt.
No.
And then we try in the car.
It hurt. But I'm big. The reason why I said that is because I feel like if I swing on a man and I hit a man in his jaw, I feel like if I hit a man in his jaw, myself, hit a man in his jaw, that man gonna knock me the fuck out. And I'm talking about he probably gonna hurt me so bad with just one return hit. So that's the only reason why I said, in fact, a strength and strength, it don't add up. But a woman should never be aggressive either. Like we can't.
It do hurt now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I was just saying this. I ain't saying that it was right or good or whatever.
No. I know.
When I say fair is that I know some couples that's what they do. That's how they solve their problems, and they've been together for 50 years. So like I say, one person hitting the other is what I was saying. Like I feel that's more abuse. But that's
just kicking. You saying just kicking somebody. You just kicking her behind. That's abuse.
Right.
No drama, none of that.
I don't like drama.
I don't even want no woman talking like.
I don't even want to argue.
I know
we're gonna have a few disagreements in life, but I ain't. Anytime I feel like your voice got to raise and be yelling, I feel like you're talking to a kid. And if you're talking to a kid, then you ain't got respect for me because you think you're talking to a kid. And I don't like that.
I ain't gonna say that. My shit my house like a library, man. We don't do no live talk to none of that shit.
I don't want to holler at my baby.
Nah.
Well, me and my kids, me and my girls, we got loud voices, but we don't holler.
The relationship pretty much over with.
Yeah.
When it starts getting like that,
it ain't no respect. Yeah, it ain't no respect.
You losing respect for each other. You losing respect. So the first one, abuse is definitely a red flag in our opinions.
Right.
What about if you're a secret? Is that a deal breaker for you? If you feel like you're a secret?
Not if I knew it. And if I knew that from the beginning, then no.
Well, keep your secrets.
No, if you are considered a secret.
I know.
Oh, no.
I heard it. If she told me that in the beginning, or she got me thinking that I ain't. That what you saying? Like,
she told me the secret.
If you saying that if she tell you in the beginning, hey, you my little secret.
Yeah.
And now, but y'all done started. But now, because this is when you in a this is deal breakers in a relationship. So if she told you, we love you too, Dennis. So Speedy. If she tell you in the beginning that you my little secret, and then y'all start going into a relationship and you still a secret, what is that?
That's a cut butter.
So that would be considered a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker. That's a time waster. A few years ago, like I say, I was down with that.
That's what I was trying to.
I love that.
Like, men really don't care about that. To be honest, men don't really care about that. That's why I was saying it. I was saying. Like that.
But
really
at this point in your life, where are you? Are you still one of the people who say they don't care, or are you in a point where you be like, oh hell no, that's a deal breaker?
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, well.
And the reason why I asked that because y'all say the first 90 days is the interview process. You know how a lot goes on in 90 days. You understand what I'm saying? Like we could have been took a trip. I could have showed up to one of your events and invested in you. I'm spending money on you. I'm spending time with you. I'm doing stuff. I care.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but I'm saying, but within those 90 days, people don't even fall around each other in the beginning.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
If I feel myself,
come on, bro. You don't just fall the first 90 days.
It ain't just like you just said. Let me just sit right here and fart. But think about this. Y'all know the movies.
That was just an example.
I know what you're saying.
That's how I take my
everybody.
You don't like you.
But I'm just saying, you don't see the bad side of it. You work hard.
Yes.
To that person in the beginning.
I know what he's saying. He's saying that in the first 90 days, it's basically like the honeymoon stages. You trying
Right,
to,
that's
you know what I'm saying? You ain't.
I pulled it my honeymoon.
And it's true. It's true that a lot of things may not come out in the beginning,
right.
because they're not living with you. They don't get to see exactly what type of person you are on a regular basis. But I'm gonna say this though: within the first 60 days, maybe first 30, y'all done probably been to each other's house. You see how, like, it's things, because I pay attention to things when I go to your house now. I'm telling you, like,
she be looking out in the corners.
Listen, I'm OCD. I'm OCD. I don't expect somebody to be as clean as me, because I am like over the top with my cleanliness. But I do expect, if I go in to use your restroom, that toilet bowl better be clean. I better, like, I don't want to see nothing in your toilet around, no stains. After I flush that water, if it's a stain in that bowl,
she come over, y'all.
I mean, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not even gonna, because see, because people play around people play around you easily. So I won't tell you what's a red flag to me or what I feel like is nasty to me. I won't tell you. I just get to experience it, because like you said, you will know that if I'm coming over, that's a problem for me. So you don't clean up the bathroom just because you know I'm coming. No, I'm gonna catch your ass off guard.
Would you clean the bathroom? Would you go in there and clean it?
It would, say that again.
If you start liking him, would you go in there and clean it yourself?
I'm gonna show you how it need to be done. I'm definitely gonna go in there and show you, hey, this is what I like. And if you know I'm coming over here, every time I'm coming, you need to make sure this shit is like this. And if it ain't, I ain't gonna, like, it's not a deal breaker. I'm not saying that's a deal breaker though. You know what I'm saying?
Would you still go without using the bathroom? That hold it.
You talking about, no, he finna go in there and clean that shit. If I gotta use the bathroom. Because if I feel like you don't feel like I'm worthy enough for you to clean your bathroom, I'm leaving your house. And then if I got to leave your house, I'm not coming back ever again, because you didn't even take that proper thing, that time to make me feel welcome.
Right.
Especially if you know I got to pee. Come on. You want that lady to be standing there holding her pee? No, that's an example though. That's a scenario. People do stuff like that. You'll run into a lot of different people that do stuff like that. What'd you say, Greg?
I said you could have stood in the bathtub.
Greg, like, whatever, make it work. I don't want you to leave. All right. Next deal breaker. If plans are constantly being canceled or changed, is that a deal breaker?
That's a deal breaker. You're wasting my time. I could have invited somebody else.
That's you definitely wasting your time. If every time I make plans with you and I done took off or I done did this to work. Yep. It got me all geeked up and it ain't nothing happening.
Yeah. That's a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker. What about substance abuse problems? Are substance abuse problems considered deal breakers?
Yeah, hell yeah. Molly, Coke.
What do you say? So he come over, you done smoke some Molly.
Hell yeah, them hard drugs, baby. Hell no, smoking weed ain't nothing. Hell yeah, she smoke every day for me. I don't care. But that hard shit,
no, thank you.
Nah, I ain't gonna even play that now, cause hell no.
I like my TV.
Nah, they still do that. They still VCRs and shit.
The new drugs ain't got nobody stealing like
I was
that.
definitely say that. This new shit they don't do that.
They have them out there.
Yeah. That Molly got them towed up. There's a lot of them too.
That shit more than Molly. That's some other shit. I don't know what they on. They on some other shit.
Yeah, they be stuck right.
Motherfucker be standing up in one place.
It be like a statue. I passed that. I was riding down the road that day. It's so sad. Yeah, I was riding down the road that this man was just standing like this.
Yeah, man.
On
I
that
think that's the flocker. I think
And he
that's
was,
the flocker.
yeah, it'd be that flock. He was just stuck too. But they say they messing up them drugs. So if they put synthetics and fentanyl and all that shit, they probably you don't know what you smoke. They don't know what they smoking. They don't even know what they smoking no more. All right, so we know substance abuse. Your partner isn't faithful. Is that a deal breaker? If they cheat on you one time, hold on. If they cheat on you one time, is that a deal breaker?
That's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker because you made a choice. You made a motherfucking choice.
You went and did that shit.
Y'all know how dudes. That's what dudes used to say back in the day. All I did was cheat one time and she broke up with me.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's a deal breaker. You'll never get over it. You'll never get over it.
Exactly. You'll never trust them either. It won't be no trust.
Exactly. You're not gonna trust that person. Motherfucker have a radio in the background. Who is that?
They gonna put a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah, and then you got to make up. Then you got to make up to that person and try to please.
Never be same.
Try to make it better and shit. Nah, that's what. Hell
so
no.
you probably gonna be living the rest of your life trying to make them better, like
stuff
all the time and all that. Like it ain't gonna be worth it.
So
just don't cheat.
Break up with me.
And like you said, you made a choice. You chose to do something that you knew would break my heart, and you did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. People do what they want to do, man. You can't stop no
I'm from doing 45 years old, and my heart can't take that kind of pain no more. So that's why I try to stay away from people I like.
You stay away from people you like?
Yeah, when I start liking their ass, I start getting away from their ass.
God damn.
I ain't trying to.
Oh my God, Greg! I thought you wanted somebody though.
But
if you like them and you turn it, if you like them and you walking and pushing away from it, I'm confused.
We gotta discuss that shit.
I do, but I'm scared.
We gotta discuss that shit on the show tonight.
I'm joining y'all live later because I need to understand. I need because Greg, is it not worth the opportunity to see where that like goes? Are you afraid that like is going to shit on you? Are you afraid that they're gonna take your like and make you regret it? Like, what are you afraid of with the like?
I don't even know. I know what I want, and I get it, and it seems like they always turn me off.
Well, that means that you need to change what you want. Because if you getting what you want and then it turn into a turn off, something about what you want ain't right.
You need to get what you need.
That's what it is. You gotta have what you need. And it be what?
That begging. They start that begging. We out of my
Ain't nobody supposed to be begging though, Greg. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't dating the right people. That's not what you want. Then you get. All right, well then.
That's why I wait more time. Soon as I see it, I'm out. That's why
so you doing it. So okay, that to me that kind of goes along with the next one. They fight dirty way. People bring up past experiences to try to make you mad, or like if we done got over something, like if you forgave me for cheating, and then every 2 months you talking about you need to be doing this because you cheated on me. Is that a deal breaker that people fight dirty?
That's for people who got a lot of energy, man. That shit that take too much energy, man.
They don't never go nowhere though.
Right. That's
right. How can you grow in that?
Once that happens in a relationship, you get caught, you might as well go ahead and end it right there.
But to be honest though, I know a lot of couples do the opposite. They stay together.
Yeah.
And then they last. But a lot of them though, what I found out when I have spoken to I'm real big with talking to people about their relationships, and I'm a life coach. So a lot of people come talk to me, to divulge information. And what I've heard and learned about a lot of things is they get past the cheating because the other person who got cheated on cheat. And then now it's like I'm okay with the fact that he did it because I did it too. So now we just gonna stay together. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard of. And I've known that people do that.
Right.
But if you got to get a get back, how's that? It ain't no lick backs. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in lick backs. I don't believe in that. I feel like if you're going to stay with somebody, even if you're forgiving them for cheating, and you the type of person who ain't going to never bring that shit up again, don't do it. Don't bring it up again. You're going to ruin the relationship if you decide to stay with somebody after they cheat on you and you constantly bringing it up. That's going to ruin your relationship because you forgave them. You made the choice to forgive them.
Right.
So why continue to bring up something so you're not over it. So you're not over it and we need to separate.
Yeah, but that's why you just go ahead and quit anyway. You just hey man.
That's why when you have you back, I love you.
Boy, I can't do it, man.
We're gonna leave it alone now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let you torture me.
That's why if you cheating and you know that you got investments with people, y'all know y'all got properties together, you better not even do it. It's like sometimes it ain't even worth it.
But I mean, too much to lose.
And again, at this age that we are already like
we got too much to lose.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. If you gonna do that, if I feel like I'm gonna do that, ain't no sense in me dealing with you.
Right.
If I feel like I'm gonna cheat on you.
What about if y'all want different things in the relationship? Is that a deal breaker?
Like what kind of thing?
Like different goals. If he
that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
If you want to save money and they want to spend money,
that ain't gonna work.
So that could be a deal breaker, right?
Yeah, that's a deal breaker, most definitely. Cause like I say, everybody talk about a leader, but a person can't lead you if you don't listen or don't want to follow. So if y'all ain't going to the same place, then I can't lead you nowhere.
Within the relationship dead.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to tell you. But a lot of people in those kind of relationships saying, well, he ain't leading me. Well, where you want to go? If me and you don't want to, you ain't going the same place.
Because they need each other for something else too at the same time. It'll just be that. It'd be like somebody ain't got no car.
That fake shit.
Somebody messed up.
That fake shit.
Yeah, they really need each other for other things.
And that's a deal breaker.
That's why they stay in a messed up relationship.
A person that's fake, that's a deal breaker. I can't.
None of the women came to my house and told me if he didn't pay all the bills, I wouldn't be with him.
Oh, I know plenty of.
Well, that's what Dennis just said. He said, "Spin it, baby. We got it. I got us."
Yeah. Well,
so if that's the if he got that if he's saying that means that he's okay with being that person.
Right.
He okay with knowing that she gonna go blow her check, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And some people like that. And some people are like that. You don't always have to have, I mean, like I say, different, work differently for different people. Everybody, relationships ain't gonna never stay the same. It ain't gonna be, mine might not be like Bird's and his girl or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So when we have conversations about what works for some people, and I know you can't change it moderately now. It ain't not moderately. You just told her to spin it. You just said spin it. I got it. We got it.
That's on him.
No,
again,
it can't go to moderately. Not that's something you got to talk about up front because you already told her to spin it.
You told her to spin it now. Oh yeah, you got to watch what you ask for because you're gonna get it.
You told her to spin it now, and now you want her to dial it down some.
Yeah,
she don't want to dial it down.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't start still. Don't start. And a lot of people start stuff they can't finish.
You can't. And that's what normally happens in that first 90 days. You see in that first 90 days that people doing impressive.
Everything this shit.
They do every damn thing you say.
Feeling good and all this kind of stuff. And then sometimes you'll normally do things that you wouldn't normally do.
You try to finish this person. Exactly. But you trying to lock this person in.
Yeah.
As soon as they get comfortable, you stop all that.
And then what you gonna do when they get comfortable? What you gonna do when they get comfortable?
What I would do. A person can. I don't never want nobody to get that comfortable.
I'm talking about if you done showed them that they could spin out for them 90 days, and then now that you got them where you want them at, what you gonna do? Stop?
Oh, I can't relate to that. I ain't even gonna say no shit like that.
Yeah, if I'm going from the hill,
I'm being honest. I ain't saying no shit like that. No.
Because that, to me, in all honesty, that means that somebody, in all honesty, with that somebody is a weak. It's a weak link in the. It's a hole in the ship. You putting a hole in the boat with that. If you doing all this taking and you ain't putting them back in the pot.
And that's how a lot of people are, for real. A lot of women, especially, it's like they takers. takers. They want to see how much
I
a
would.
man can do.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you an example of why it ain't just women. I'm gonna tell you why. Women take money. Women will take your money. Women will spend your money, but a nigga will take your time and your energy and the goodness out of you and suck all that shit dry until you left there standing like nothing. People, not just men, people will drain the fuck out of you if you allow them. And I'm talking about down to from your money on down to the bottom of your feet, just draining. So it ain't no relationship worth you having to give up all your money, all your time, all your energy, and then she happy looking pretty all the time, and you looking old and stressed out like Greg and Nene used to look from the Real Housewives.
I call that self-abuse. That's self-abuse.
It is self-abuse because you're trying to still hold on to what you provided in the first 90 days. You still trying to be that person. That's why be real from the beginning. If you know you got to get up and go to work every goddamn day, you need to show her that. Don't make her think it's sweet.
Yeah.
She need to go clock in too, unless you got enough to be able for her to be able to stay home and take care of the kids and all that. If you can handle all that, then hey, cool. But if you can't, your ass better show her that in the beginning.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. People like to play games and shit and try to lock you in, and then when they think they got it locked in, they just stop everything they used to do.
And they be ready to stop too. They be ready to stop. Just as sure as you go ahead and show them that your interest has shown you, they know that you done cut off all the other babies and nobody else getting your time. You spending all your time with them. They got you.
Oh yeah,
they got you. They think they got you.
And then here it go. You over here get sucked dry. You don't know. And I ain't talking about the good suck dry. I'm talking about where you just shriveling up and you ain't got a motherfucking thing to show for it. You just
broken nowadays.
Car note falling behind, all kind of shit, because you trying to be impressive.
You done went to the damn social lounge and bought a booth.
knowing that's your ring. What about jealousy? Is jealousy a deal breaker?
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
Yeah. Especially when you already showing. But you know, a lot of women that I talk to, they go off of words more than action. Cause I was one of my coworkers was talking to me, and she was just like, he was talking to me every day until I asked him such and such. I say about a relationship, and then he didn't want to talk. I said, but did you pay attention to his actions? If he was talking to you every day, chilling with you, then he letting you know that he interested in you. You want to hear him say it and do it?
Everybody
like, you should have.
And that's the thing. That's true. Everybody not big on words, but if they showing, my grandmother always told me a man will show you better than he could tell you, and that's how I feel.
I'm trying to tell you every time.
I feel like that.
Every time. You should. I feel you should have to ask your significant other nothing but one time. It shouldn't be 2-3 times. If they don't do it that first time, that means they don't want to do it.
And don't make it.
That's how I feel.
And
if you tell somebody that they hurt you and they continue to do the same action, that's a person who's showing you that actions matter.
Right.
What I did matter more than what you said.
Right.
Same thing with
people got to work on acknowledging shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's why you got to communicate.
There you go.
But communication ain't worth a damn thing if you ain't comprehending. If I'm telling, if I can communicate,
I ain't big on words, so I don't talk a lot or whatever. So a lot of times my communication don't be right.
Well, we have communication activities and things that we can do to work on that, because you have to learn how to communicate, but not just for a relationship, just for yourself in general, because if you need to say certain things, you can't always do that with action.
Right.
So certain times you're going to have to be able to have effective communication to be able to get to the point you're trying to make, because I can run up and down the hallway until I piss my clothes, and that's when they realize I had to pee. But ain't nobody gonna know a goddamn thing, but they gonna think I'm just hyper and she just crazy as fuck. She running up and down the damn hallway for what?
Yeah.
So if I can't communicate what's going on with me, what that action mean absolutely nothing sometimes. So you do have to have it got to be a give and take with that communication situation, and it got to be about comprehension. When you talking to people, if they're not understanding you, it's something behind the way you're communicating it then, because everything can't just be like, oh, I said this to you, but I didn't understand what you were saying.
Right.
So give me some clarity in you expressing yourself, because I want to walk away from this conversation fluidly knowing that I understand what my man just told me. Right. Don't talk in no goddamn circles. Talk to me directly. I ain't finna try to play no games to figure it out. If you can't say it directly, then fuck it. Yeah, and it don't mean enough to you either, because you can't even get it out.
But again, the person you're talking to have to listen.
They have to listen.
They have
to listen, because I mean a lot of women would hear one word, and that one word will set them off, and they already mad about some shit, and they ain't even really take the time to listen to the whole situation.
And as much as me not being a talker, is that I don't like to repeat myself. We don't talk
about but the first part of communication is just getting it out. Now, if you gotta, like he already said, I gotta say the same thing over and over, you don't care. That's that. Yeah. But I had to learn.
That's bothering me now. You did it again.
Even when I was married, I had to learn this. This is one thing I could say my ex-husband taught me. Like, if he came to me with a situation and I heard a million other things within the situation, I'd be like, well, damn, why this happened? But all he talk about is this one line right here. He got to tell me all that other stuff because it goes with the scenario. Yeah. But if he would have left that out, that one line still would have stood though. And I ain't focused on the one line. I was focused on everything else he was saying instead of that one line. So when I learned that, I was like, well, damn, I missed the whole fucking point, because this is what he's saying. But it's about acknowledgement though. If I can't acknowledge that I ain't getting it because I'm focused right here, or I'm around here and not right here, then that's my bad. That don't mean that he communicated badly. That just means that I took from it what I wanted to take from it.
There you go. Selective hearing. That's
selective hearing. And that's and women have 90% of that.
Yeah. Most definitely. Or there's another one. People like to say, well, it's just like what you said. No,
it's not. That ain't what I said was what I said.
This is what I said. Yeah. You the one added the other
women
shit.
Hear what they want to hear.
Right. I tell any woman I'm with, I'm very, very good at communicating, and I'm straight to the point. If I feel you cheated on me, I'm gonna say that shit. I'm not gonna give you no subliminals, no metaphors, no similes. I'm gonna say, hey, I feel you cheating on me. What's up? I don't beat around the bush. I don't do all that extra sound like shit. No, is everything black and white? You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand what I'm saying, I mean you're not listening.
And I mean you don't want to.
There you go.
You don't want to understand.
I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer of communicating. And every discussion is not an argument.
Oh God, I hate that.
Yeah,
learn how to talk.
Learn how to like back in the day. Use your words. You tell your child, use your words. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No matter how mad you is, calm your ass down and use your words.
Use your words. And that's very true. I put up a post on Facebook about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know how long it's been, maybe 2 weeks. But I said I don't like the title of the woman king. It don't sit right with me. And everybody ate my ass up about that shit. They want to tell me how good the movie is and all that. Man, I don't care nothing about the movie. Did y'all not hear my post said one thing about the title. I said something about the title, and I clearly did. It was a test reason why I put that up, because I know people going to take from things what they want to take. I said clearly what I said. It wasn't no mistakes about it. The sentence was clear. It was straight to the point. I don't like the title of the woman king. It don't sit well with me. Boom.
I feel a disrespect.
Hey, Shelby, I got to get out of here, though. I appreciate you having me on in Georgia.
Yeah, we finna close out anyway, Greg. Thank you for coming on. I
Yeah,
appreciate you. You coming back to y'all show tonight?
I might be able to come back. I'm
Okay.
Sure.
he got
All right.
hit straight.
All right then, Gregory. Have a good one. Thank you for joining today.
All right, thank you.
And
All right,
I definitely think it has some disrespect to it. But hey, and then after
Yeah.
doing more and more research, I thoroughly understood where all the disrespect came from. White people wrote the movie, white women at that. And it's a feminist movement. You got black women who celebrate black women killing black men. Fuck that
Right.
movie.
Right.
Anyway,
yeah, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole
topic.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and I totally agree.
That it's beyond me. But thank you, Bryd, for joining today and bringing Feelings Over Facts over to SW Podcast. I'm gonna download Facebook and join y'all live tonight.
Oh yeah, I might have to go Olo tonight, but I don't know. Or I might wait. I don't know.
I'm gonna check it out and see it. You say 9:00?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all go live late too. I'll be asleep at 10. I'm looking forward to it. I thank you very, very much for joining the show today, and giving us your time, your wisdom, and the courage to be here on SW Podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And when I want to actually have Queen and I both on y'all podcast, so I'm gonna join your live to actually just join it as a viewer today. But whenever you want to actually do that collab, we'll definitely make that happen where we can come over and join y'all podcast like y'all did ours. So appreciate that.
Cool.
All right.
That's what's up.
Well, thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate y'all time and y'all patience today as we brought on some other podcasters to the cast. To all of my wonderful listening audience, thank y'all. We will see y'all next Wednesday. It'll still be October. Libra season might be ahead now, but we will still see y'all next Wednesday. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we like you, we love you, and we truly appreciate you. SW Podcast is out. Peace.